going on, guys? Today we're going to be going over some Java programming. I'm not going to go into how to install Java on your system. It's going to be different with every single one. Like for instance, for Ubuntu or Pop OS, like what I'm on, you're just going to do like a sudo apt install default-jdk, and I'm not going to actually get anywhere into that because there's just so many systems. But to start out with, I'm thinking about actually just making a Java tutorial where you pretty much just follow several projects, kind of like what I was doing in school, and it'll be a great refresher for me, and also I'll hopefully allow some of you guys to get better with Java if that's what you're looking to do. So I figured today we're just going to make a hello world little project, but next time if you do want to follow along, just pause the video, try to make it yourself. I'll try to give you the building blocks before we end up going into the project. That way, in my opinion, that's how you learn the quickest, is by trying to really rattle it around your head and be like, oh, okay. And then once you figure it out, it becomes a lot clearer instead of just copy and pasting. But to start with, I do normally just stay inside of the terminal right here. You can use whatever IDE that you're actually, whatever you like. Me personally, I like VS Code. And I also like just using the terminal to actually create stuff. So to start out, to make your first Java program, we're just going to do Java or touch.test, and this is just making a file, and then we're just going to call it Java right at the end. But inside of Windows, you could just like create a new file and then call it something.java, and that name that you put in there will be important when we start making the Java program, but you can name it whatever you want as long as within reason. Like you can't start it with a number and several other rules. But so the first thing we're actually going to put in here is a class, and that you just start out by typing public class and then the actual name that we called this. So that's going to be test and then curly braces, and then you're just going to put curly braces on both sides of that, like I have here. And now we're actually going to make our first method, and I'm going to go into further detail what method is and stuff like that, because that is important, and same thing with classes, but it's not going to be too relevant for what we're doing today. And the first thing we're actually going to do is a public static void main, and then we're just going to put some parentheses, type string, and then do some brackets here, and then args. And then we could put some more curly braces on each side of that with our little tab here, which inside of Java it really doesn't matter, but that's going to be important if you end up doing other programming languages other than Java, but it also makes it look nice. So, and we're just going to type out like something like a hello world, System.out.println, and then parentheses and quotations, and then you could type your hello world in here or whatever you want. Okay, there, like that. And then you're going to put a semicolon right at the end here, like you see here. Now if we actually run this, it's actually going to print that out, hopefully. Cross our fingers here, right? So like, oh, I forgot to save. Okay. And you can actually see it printed out right here. Whoop-de-doo. You just created your first Java program. Maybe it's your first. I don't know. Either way, I think it's fun to play around with. And I'll actually show you, because methods are so important inside of Java. This right here is a method. So it's pretty much all of these are going to be running inside of classes, but your main method here can be the only thing that really needs to run. You can write everything inside of there, but it gets a little bit confusing in the future. So I'm just going to show you how to actually create a new method. So we could just do pretty much the same thing. Public, static, and you can't call it main though. So we'll just go like, I don't know, you can name it whatever you want. Number 2. And then we could put our parentheses here, put our brackets, and then do a system.out.println. Oh, jeez. And then we could do something inside of these parentheses. So let's just do this is number 2, and then some exclamation points looking all excited. put our semicolon right at the end there, and then we can save this. And what's going to happen if we run this? What do you think? Let's find out. Okay. Oh, it didn't run. Well, I know I didn't sound too surprised there, but if you want this to run, all you're going to have to do is put the name of that method inside of there. So number 2, and then put your handy dandy semicolon right at the end there. Very important. And let's try running it now and see what happens. Oh, look at that. It's right here. Amazing. Okay. Now, one thing you might be saying if you're an advanced programmer, oh, there should be a .class file here too. Is there a .class? No. How do you do that? You do a Java C. This is the compiler, so Java compiler, and then the name of our test.java. Run this. Look at that. We have our class right there. Now, you might be like, oh, I'm going to run this inside of the terminal too. And you're going to do the same thing. Java test.java. What? I got an error? Okay, I know. All you got to do now after you have your class, you got to just do Java and whatever the name of your Java program is. And then it'll run. So you didn't end up breaking nothing. It's fine. So hopefully this was helpful to you guys. We learned about classes. Not very much about classes, but we did learn about classes and a little more about methods. So hopefully this was helpful to you. If it wasn't, leave a dislike. If it was, leave a like or not. It doesn't really matter. And hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. Peace.